First, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth in sincerity. A shout out to Yakim that's out here pushing this truth in the four quarters of the earth. And of course, this week we've been talking about store closings and how that's, the beginning of soon-to-be sorrows, as, you find it harder and harder to find a place where you can really afford stuff, or just, it's getting harder. The fan of the word is here. I have 2 strikes on my other channel, so I don't think I'm going to be showing any long-length videos on there anymore. They just don't want this truth getting out there, so they're shutting down videos, closing live streams. So I'm just going to go into this and do some comments. This is about Toys R Us, and Reading lost its Toys R Us years ago, and that was pretty hard hit, back in 2007. But a whole bunch more just got closed. So just play this clip here. We're watching the economic collapse as they're deliberately getting everything to where the only place you can shop now is Walmart. That's the big plan. Oh, look at this. A commercial for gender equality. Fuck you. Yeah, pushing that bullshit. Fucking fag stores.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Coin Out TV subscribers, Robert Welkner here. Happy 2018. It's been a while since I've actually done a video talking straight up to the camera because I've had some issues with YouTube and it's kind of slowing me down. But I thought I'd kind of try and jump back in the game and make some videos this week and see what happens and test the water and do a few different types of videos, some gameplays, some on-location stuff, some chatter with you guys here. So that's the reason for the delay and the reason why I'm making this video, so to test the waters. So the reason for this video though is because we found out today that Toys R Us is officially going to be closing down over 180 stores in the US. This is as a result of the Chapter 11 bankruptcy claim that they put in mid last year. I forgot what month that was. I think it was like April or June or something like that. We're all sort of wondering, hey, what's going to happen with Toys R Us stores? I know as a toy collector, as a video gamer, as a hobbyist, as an enthusiast, as a guy who just likes to walk around in a big giant store that looks massive and cool with a lot of pretty things and fun things to look at and play with, Toys R Us is always a great destination for that. And obviously as a Skylanders Portal Master guy, going to Toys R Us and toy hunting was a thing that was pretty active. I don't go to Toys R Us quite as much now because I'm not, there's no Skylanders to collect, and I've slowed down on my amiibo collecting. But I'm sure a lot of you, Portal Masters out there or other toy collectors are hearing about this news and are sort of bumming. So let me sort of read a little bit of the information here off of CNN's website. So CNN says Toys R Us plans to close more than 180 stores in the U.S. It says here the troubled retailer, which declared bankruptcy in September 2017, is looking to close down as many as 182 outlets across the country, according to a court filing today. Today is, of course, January 24th, 2018. It says in the article, over nearly 7 decades in the business, Toys R Us has built up 1,600 stores around the world. About 880 of them are in the U.S. The planned closure, which needs court approval, are expected to begin early next month, so I guess that would be February. And the CEO, Dave Brandon, said this in a message posted to his website, kind of with the update there. From the CNN article, the actions we are taking are necessary to give us the best chance to emerge from our bankruptcy proceeding as a more viable and competitive he says. Much of the problem in traditional brick-and-mortar stores was because of a shift by consumers to buying more goods online. Foot traffic in stores fell 8% last year, according to Fun, which is a different person, not the CEO.
And note, Kmart is also online, and they don't charge anything for shipping, so if you still want Kmart deals, with certain exceptions, certain things, you can still go on there. But pretty much, it mostly hurts us, consumers that, like to get a good deal and stuff. Now, Toys R Us is always a little bit higher, but it's just, that was a store, that was kind of cool if you like to collect toys, like the other guy said, because Walmart sucks. Okay, Walmart just sucks. It ain't no fun to be a kid at
Walmart. This is Val
Walmart.
from the TF Review, and I was not planning on making a video today until a friend of mine tipped me off of something that just kind of happened completely out of the blue. They told me that my Toys R Us, my beloved Toys R Us that's most local to me, is finally closing down. It seemed like leading up to Christmas business was normal, and then all of a sudden today, overnight, they just put signs up, closing, 20% off, 30% off, 40% off, everything. And this isn't something that we, or me, as a toy collector, has seen in a million bajillion years. Like, I'm talking KB Toys, where you have brand new toys being clearanced for some pretty ridiculous prices. So, I was just in there, took a look. The store is pretty much looted out. But we're going to walk in there, take a look. Now, I'm recording this video on my phone since I wasn't actually planning on making a video, so the audio is going to get a little out of sync. So bear with me, and we're going to go inside of this Toys R Us, or formerly Toys R Us, and see some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, Reading closed down years ago, and so did Fairfield. So, it's been happening for some time.
This location.
So this one was in 2016.
It seems that over here, most of the Legos have been completely cleared out. Still got some Ultra Agents, some Hobbit sets, but Star Wars definitely gone. Over here, this is Walking Dead. 10% off. Pretty eerie. Seeing all these empty shelves. Ninja Turtles right now seem to be also 20% off. Clearance on Michelangelo. So if you wanted that.
So you get the general idea that, these nostalgia stores, record stores, they went out a long time ago. Oh, and they'll blame it on online, or just the fact that, you got illegal downloading or whatever. Come on, man, give me a break. So, pretty much, and this is just in your regular pop-ups, of things recommend. You got another one here, Toys R Us filing for bankruptcy. Another video here. Take a look at it.
What is up, folks? Almost Chef 3 here. We are back with another video. Today we are talking about the big news that happened over the last week, which was Toys R Us announcing bankruptcy. Now, as many of you know, that's part of my retail health series and a place that I've worked. And I didn't hate Toys R Us. Toys R Us wasn't a horrible place. It had its ups and it had its downs. But today we're going to talk about the financial side a little bit of Toys R Us and what may have happened. And, a few things of, which it's just, sometimes it might just be fake that the store falls apart. It could be a multitude of other things. But today, we're going to be talking about Toys R Us filing for bankruptcy and everything that we know about it so far. So the company's tale is in many ways typifies the ailments of the American brick-and-mortar retailing stores. Its woes began in the 90s as big box stores grew both in number and size. Walmart's vast selection meant parents could buy a toy in the same place where they picked up milk, eggs, cheese, or any kind of meats.
Told you, gearing towards Walmart.
Toys are particularly suitable for online shopping. Unlike a dress, they do not need to be tried on for size, and unlike a peach, they do not need to be felt for ripeness. Those of the prime toy buying age, parents with young children, are busy. Women aged 25 to 44 spend almost as much time shopping as they do eating and drinking. Given the choice of buying a trained set online or in a store, particularly when a toy shop can transform even the calmest child into an insatiable lunatic, many parents opt to buy online. Amazon makes that extraordinarily convenient. The result is that former Toys R Us kids have no interest in becoming Toys R Us parents. A financial services firm expects 41% of toys and games in America to be purchased online this year, and about twice the proportion sourced from the internet in 2009. Toys R Us also suffers from other common ills. The first is the heavy burden of debt. 3 private equity firms bought Toys R Us in 2005 in a leveraged buyout, adding substantially to its borrowings, and it pays around $400 million a year in interest costs. Even as it tries to compete with Amazon, it also has $400 million in secured and unsecured debt maturing next year. Many expected a bankruptcy, but the filing just ahead of the vital holiday selling season underlines how squeezed the firm has become. 2 other retailers, Payless Shoe Source, a 61-year-old discount shoe seller from Kansas, and Gymboree, which began selling children's clothes in 1986, are among those that declared bankruptcy this year after being backed by private equity firms that left them similarly weighed down. Now, for anybody that wants to know what a leveraged buyout is, essentially what a leveraged buyout is you have so much money and you want to buy said business, but you don't have enough money for that business. So you take out this is a simplified version of it. So you take out a loan and you use the company that you don't own yet as your collateral, stating, well, if you give me this loan, I'll own this company. That'll be my collateral. So essentially, they're borrowing against a company they don't own. They will eventually own stakes too. But that's essentially what a leveraged buyout is, a simplified version of that. Now, I could get more details, but I'm just confusing myself and probably everybody else. So we're not going to get that detail. Second, Toys R Us has not helped itself. Like many department store chains, its inventory has been painfully slow to adapt to changing trends. Sales of fidget spinners, a toy that has become ubiquitous in the past year, for instance, got twirling online first. Nor is it clear whether its strategy of trying to lure families into its shops with live events, such as music classes for children.
So, anyhow, pretty much, they could say, though, that it's online, Amazon and all that, but let's face it, though. Me, personally, I'd still rather go to a store and look at the item before purchasing it. I've been ripped off so many goddamn times on eBay, and, the shipping's what fucking kills you, but a lot of the places are eliminating it. So, whatever stores you shop at for your kids or whatever, or if you just, you like to collect certain things, you might just have to go online. And that's what they wanted, or you're going to end up at Walmart. And ultimately, though, everything's going to be shifted towards Walmart, just like the guy said earlier, though, that, people just want to shop at Walmart. Well, that was the whole plan to begin with. Walmart. I hate Walmart with a fucking passion. I know they're with Homeland Security, but, like everything else, though, it's what we get stuck with until we're out of here. Shalom.